Ladies and gentlemen, he don't have 6 finals losses. He got 6 finals wins, okay? 9 times All-NBA Defensive First Team. Oh, by the way, does LeBron James have a Defensive Player of the Year award?
Ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't have 6 finals losses. He has 6 finals wins. And while we're at it, 9 All-NBA Defensive First Team selections. Plus, a quick question, Stephen A. Throws like a dart. Does LeBron James have a Defensive Player of the Year award? Exactly. Welcome back to NBA Showdown, where we break down the takes everyone else tiptoes around. Today, we're diving into a scorching proclamation from Stephen A. Smith, who leaves no room for guesswork. For him, Michael Jordan isn't just the GOAT. He's the locked-in, decade-proof, unshakable number 1. No filters, no soft landings, just a monologue full of haymakers. We're breaking down 6 huge moments from that rant and getting into why Stephen A. says Jordan still towers over LeBron in the all-time debate. Before we get rolling, make sure you're subscribed to NBA Showdown and hit that bell because we don't sugarcoat anything around here. Let's jump in. Stephen A. launches his list with a shot straight at the intersection of culture and money. He points out that Michael Jordan isn't just a retired superstar. He's a global brand that still runs under his own watch at 61. It's not just about banners hanging in Chicago or highlight reels on repeat. It's the way Jordan transformed what an athlete could be in the business world. And while LeBron has built his own impressive universe, Stephen A. makes it clear, Jordan didn't follow a blueprint, he wrote it. His influence doesn't need hype, relevance, or reinvention. It's cemented into culture itself. Jordan is the original standard, and that alone is part of the argument Stephen A. says you can't overlook. Then Stephen A. shifts to Jordan's competitive wiring, describing a mentality that felt like it came factory installed. Jordan didn't enter the league hoping to fit in or share the space. He came in with the mindset of someone who treated every matchup like he was carving out territory. It wasn't about scoring totals, it was the pressure he applied every single night. LeBron, known for his IQ and collaborative style, operates differently. But Stephen A. argues that Jordan brought a more ruthless edge, something you can't coach or practice into existence. It was built in, and that mentality only sharpened over the years, making opponents feel like they weren't just facing a star, they were facing someone who wanted to take the soul out of every possession. From there, Stephen A. drops the part of the debate that almost feels unfair. Jordan's perfect finals resume. 6 appearances, 6 wins, 6 finals MVPs. When Jordan reached the mountaintop, he didn't slip. He claimed it every time. Stephen A. stresses that Jordan didn't have a single finals failure on his record. And that consistency under the biggest spotlight is what separates legends from everyone else. LeBron has had iconic playoff moments, but the finals losses will always be part of the discussion. For Stephen A., greatness isn't just about being there, it's about leaving no doubt. Jordan never blinked when it counted, and that's a standard very few players in history can even argue with. In the next section, Stephen A. pivots to loyalty and how legacy is built. Jordan stayed with one team, the Chicago Bulls, through the early heartbreaks and the brutal playoff exits. No chasing stars, no quick exits, no rebranding his path whenever adversity showed up. Stephen A. contrasts this with LeBron's journey from Cleveland to Miami, back to Cleveland, and then to Los Angeles. And while he acknowledges that LeBron's adaptability is impressive, he argues that true dynasties come from staying put and building something that lasts. Jordan didn't recruit help from across the league. He developed chemistry, endured setbacks, and built a dynasty from scratch. For Stephen A., that loyalty adds weight to Jordan's legacy that LeBron's path simply doesn't match. Then Stephen A. brings out what he calls the ultimate trump card. Jordan went 6 times to the finals and never walked away without the trophy. He didn't need a deciding Game 7. He didn't need excuses. When the pressure peaked, Jordan took control. Stephen A. makes it clear that this isn't just a stat to memorize. It's a statement about who Jordan was as a competitor. Meanwhile, LeBron's 6 finals losses are impossible to hide in a conversation about the greatest ever. It doesn't erase LeBron's accomplishments, but in Stephen A.'s view, it puts a ceiling on the GOAT argument. Jordan set the standard so high that the debate starts tilting the moment you compare the finals records. Finally, Stephen A. ends his case by pointing to Jordan's two-way dominance. 10 scoring titles and 9 all-defensive first-team selections paint a picture of a player who didn't just dominate offensively, but controlled the game defensively as well. Stephen A. fires off one more question that stings a bit. Does LeBron James have a Defensive Player of the Year award? According to him, that alone tells part of the story. Jordan wasn't just a superstar, he was complete. Every side of the GOAT checklist, scoring, defense, championships, mindset, loyalty, he checked it with ink that doesn't fade. That's why, in Stephen A.'s eyes, this debate has always been more one-sided than fans want to admit. 9 All-NBA defensive first teams. And again, does LeBron have that DPOY award? Stephen A.'s message is simple. Jordan stands alone. Don't forget to subscribe to NBA Showdown and turn on notifications because we're diving into the stories and truths everyone else dances around.
Ladies and gentlemen, he don't have 6 finals losses. He got 6 finals wins, okay? 9 times All NBA defensive first team. Oh, by the way, does LeBron James have a Defensive Player of the Year?